that shouldn't still be up there. We are initializing a set of records. So first of all, you'll notice over here we do not have a inventory.dat. So we are going to, by virtue of running this program, we are going to create it. Now, we want to initialize data that is going into our .dat in the same reason, or for the same reason that we would want to initialize data or variables before we fill them with data, because we cannot be sure what garbage is going to be in there. You'll remember from previous code samples that when we looked at some of those data files, they had garbage in there, and we don't want garbage in there. So what this is aiming to do is we've got a structure called an inventory item, and it has these three members: a description, a quantity, and a price. Here, when I am creating my, in this case it's record, of type inventory item, which again is my structure, you'll notice that they are empty for the time being. So I have an empty string, a 0, and a 0.0, uninitialized data. So what I'm going to do is read out to my file, and again it's going to be, there's my out flag, here is my iOS flag for binary, and I'm going to write the number of records that I want into my file. So again, I've got my nice shorthand for inventory.write. Remember, inventory again is the name of my file. So we are reinterpret cast character pointer to record, and record is my inventory item. So I'm going to have how many of these? Number of records, that's how many records I've got, 5. So it's going to write based on the size of my structure called inventory item as a character each one of these individual items that is contained therein, and it'll do that 5 times. So I'm just going to go ahead and write that, and you saw the output over here, writing record 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And sure enough, here we go, we've got an inventory.dat available to us. And what do you notice? It's empty. But that's good, because they're really not empty, right? They've been initialized to what we expect, and that is a fantastic starting point, because now we can be assured that when we are going through and reading from our records here in our data files, that there is not erroneous data that is simply a measure. It is simply a function of all that garbage that happened to be in that storage location when we created the file. So in the very same way that we initialize variables, you should initialize records and files as well.